Mic check. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 3. Mic check. 1 2 3. Microphone check. 1 2 3. Microphone check. 1 2 3.
APTA Nationals presented locally by PNC, with thanks also to the APTA's national official sponsors Viking and Uline. We are live from the Fox Chapel Racquet Club in Pittsburgh on the APTA network presented by Enet Live. I'm Brad Easterbrook alongside Lauren Mandel, bringing you the women's round of 16 match between the team of Prousis and Nusslock against Nutting and Williamson. And why don't you tell us about the players, Lauren?
Well, Chelsea Nusslock has been around for a while now. She's gotten to the finals of nationals twice with Mary Doughton. She's a very good, solid all-around player, drives well off both sides. She's now playing with a relatively new player to the game, Alexis Prousis, who Nusslock has a long history of playing tennis with. They played college tennis together, and she's thrilled to be out on the court with her. So this will be an interesting team to see. A lot of people haven't seen Prousis yet who aren't from Chicago. And then the other team is also Jacqueline Williamson is also a veteran. She played for years with Karen Coaches, and now she's been playing with Lucy Nutting. And Williamson's from Pennsylvania, Nutting's from the D.C. area. So they're another new team to watch with a veteran and a newer player. On the far side of the court, Williamson is in the ad court. Nutting has the baseball cap on in the deuce court, and on this side of the court, Nusslock is the deuce player with the black headband, and Prousis has the black hat in the ad court.
Yeah, Nusslock and Prousis, they have a ton of firepower. You know, I've seen them play, called them matchers before out in the Chicago area. I mean, she was a multiple all-time American national champion in tennis, and you know, really strong off both sides driving the ball. So is Nusslock. They bring it. They had a great win in Short Hills. They beat Gio and Malenveld in the, I believe it was a round of 16 there. So this is a very capable team and a very dangerous team to play against.
And Nutting and Williamson had the only upset, beat the only seeded team to fall in the second round.
Now, would you have called that a big upset?
Not a huge upset. Hallie Bodman and Marina Olmuller were not playing with their regular partners, but nonetheless, they were the 15th seeded team, and they're both excellent players, and so it was certainly an upset on paper.
Well, yeah, absolutely, but they handled that one. I think it was like 2-2 or 3-2. Why don't we take actually a quick look at the draw, see how our players got here. All right, so here we go in our bottom quarter here, and you see here that Nusslock and Prousis just beat Crick and Miller 6-2, 6-1, and Bodman and Olmuller took out, lost to Nutting and Williamson. They took them out, it looks like 6-3, 6-2 there. So this should be a pretty good matchup. Now, what do you think? Do you think this is going to be a bang-bang match, or do you think it'll be a lot of slow play?
No, I think it's going to be a bang-bang match.
Well, for sure, I expect that out of Nusslock and Prousis. Do you think that Nutting and Williamson can hang in a bang-bang match with Nusslock and Prousis?
Honestly, I haven't seen Nutting play, so I can't speak for her, but Williamson can.
So this will be a great opportunity to take a look at Lucy Nutting and you know, see her for the first time. You know, so they're warming up there, and you can see the strength of their ground strokes out there. And it's kind of a great story to see out here. I look forward to this team. You know, the more Prousis plays, you know, the better she's going to get.
Lucy, you're up. You going to serve? Jacqueline. Okay. All right.
All right, so the umpire's calling out for the serves here. Again, we've talked about it before, so we got Scott Barnett up there as our APTA umpire. Not a bad day to be up in the chair. A little chilly, but not bad at all.
Not compared to some of the days when those umpires, I have so much respect for them up there in the freezing, frigid snow and rain.
Yeah, I expect to see a lot. I'd be surprised if I see full serve and volley all the time here today. I'd like to see, I expect to see a bunch of different service strategies used, some Australian, some serve and stay back. Move it around. You're going to have to not let Nusslock and Prousis bang their way through you. There aren't that many safe places on the court, though, because they can both hit the ball off both wings, Nusslock and Prousis, but they will get drawn into hitting the wrong shot at the wrong time, too, if you can make them play long enough or make them play balls from deeper in the court.
I do think that so many of the women drive well now off both sides that it's rare that you'll see people play a match straight up, just serving on the diagonal. A lot of times people are using the I formation and the I and the switch and the I and stay back. So I think that that'll be the case here as well.
As I'm watching, Nutting hit her serve, she hits a hard, flat serve. Yeah, be interesting to see if that actually unnerves the opponents, because it's a challenging serve, but if you can take it early and use the pace against your opponents, it doesn't give you any time to get up to the net.
I would think that Nusslock and Prousis would like a hard, flat serve. Once they get their timing of it, they'll just hit it back harder.
So do you have a pre-game pick for us here, Lauren?
I don't. I mean, no. I think Nusslock and Prousis are rapidly improving, but I think that's probably the same is probably true for Williamson and Nutting. So how's that for an
I think that was
answer?
right down the middle, perfectly done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, clearly Nusslock and Prousis with a win over Guillaume and Molenveld is, they're a team to be reckoned with. And Williamson and Nutting with, what seemed to be a handy victory over Bodman and Olmuller in the round before, over 15th seed. They're clearly something to be reckoned with as well. So look forward to a really good match out here.
Yeah, it's exciting to see some new players mixing in with more really good skills to add to the game.
All right, looks like the umpire is about to get ready to announce the players. See who's first. They're going to do their last-minute preparations here before they get out and do battle.
And it's really helpful when you're a newer player, no matter how good your racket skills are, no matter how good of a tennis player you are, to play with a veteran who's been around and knows the game and knows the positioning, and you can really improve so much more quickly if you play with somebody like that.
Yep. I find with new players, too, like Prousis haven't been playing really that long at all. Of the four, let's listen to the umpire, Scott Barnett.
This is the best of 3 sets with tie breaks. To my right, in the deuce court, from Washington, D.C., Lucy Nutting. Her partner in the ad court, Jacqueline Williamson from Malvern, PA. To my left, in the deuce court, from Chicago, Illinois, Chelsea Nusslock. Her partner in the ad court, from Chicago, Illinois, Alexis Prousis. Prousis and Nusslock won the toss. They've elected to receive. Williamson to serve.
All right, so Jacqueline Williamson to start us off. All right, love 15. First point fault. There you see, there's that ball that's a little low. You would have to say that should be lobbed, but Nusslock and Prousis will take those.
And Chelsea will get down there. Chelsea Nusslock, she'll get basically on her knees. She'll get so low.
Yeah, she plays fast and hard and aggressive. And when she's on, she's on. When she's off, she can give you some errors. And we just saw 2 right there. Wow.
Nice angle.
And see, there you see the good and the bad. The 2 errors before, but then take a ball that's difficult, low, and she rips a cross-court winner. When you're the other team, you don't expect that. The interesting thing to see is how they're going to be able to get in there, get the ball deep enough to force a lob out of Prousis and Nusslock. So we haven't seen 1 lob yet.
No.
And 5 points.
Not even close. Not even a thought of a lob. There you go.
There it is, 1. That was the first one. Oh, goodness gracious. A great opportunity there for Nusslock. Just missed it.
She loves that inside-out backhand. She's missed it 3 times this game, but
Yep.
she'll find her range with it.
For sure. Each one of them right in the top of the net. And those first game shots out of the way. See, that's where I have to think Prousis is going to be a little vulnerable. If you can get the ball into their screens, I would think her screen drive is not as strong, her screen play is not as strong. And in fact, we did see that in Chicago, actually, a little bit. Took something off that drive and rolled right in on the outside line. Nutting doesn't always stay with that backhand volley.
No, I was going to say she actually looks to hit her forehand volley.
Yeah, that off-pace drive, there's a place for it, but only when your opponent's off the net. That was easily read, easily dropped for a winner there. So game point for Williamson.
I think I would have bailed there.
I don't know why they're staying in there. It makes no sense to me at all. And they stayed in, but didn't even present like a big front to like intimidate them back. They just were like, well, I hope this works out okay. They should have bailed for sure. All right, so quick turns of events here. And right now it's been bang, bang for sure.
But Nusslock did the right thing there. She didn't have a play on the ball. It was coming down on her, so she let it go, left it for her partner.
Yep, that's the right play for sure. Oh, good get, but can't quite put it in the court. That's good. If they get Prousis to play screens, they're going to be in this match. If they, you know, that game they had 2 or 3 break points, but Williamson and Nutting played them well.
It's tough as the backhand player not to play screens. I feel like it's easier to get away with on the forehand side. Like Martina Andreikova plays very few screens.
Yeah, she drives 90% of the ball she sees.
Look, she plays on the forehand side. On the backhand side, so many of those overheads naturally go into the screen much more easily.
There you see Williamson presenting a blitz there. Nutting with a nice drive.
And volleys.
Great volleys there from Nutting and Williamson. So again, that's Nutting in the blue vest in the backcourt here. Partner Jacqueline Williamson, Lucy Nutting. Netting that drive there.
30-15.
Williamson has a nice,
yeah, it's sort of like an inside-out rolling forehand. She just dips it down. It's not powerful per se, but it's low.
She has a nice loose wrist.
Yeah.
Gets over it.
Sort of rolls it over. A couple of missed returns there. Now you see Nusslock going right into some Australian, trying to take away that low cross-court return. Force Williamson to hit the ball to a different side. Oh! Great look. We see that shot missed more than you would think it would be missed because the player's moving forward.
They're moving forward, and I guess the tendency is to swing more than if you're standing still.
Yep.
Out.
Oh, how about that? 2 love for Nutting and Williamson.
0.
Good return game there from Williamson and Nutting. See, this is the hard, flat serve sort of that Nutting has. Oh,
Oops.
it's going to spin
The
back.
drop shot overhead.
Yeah. Oh, could have let that one go to the screen there.
16 all.
Well, you see the two players, the
Sorry.
least experienced, definitely don't have the right sense yet when it comes to the screens, when to let the balls go, how to play them. That comes with time.
Yeah, so of the screens that Prousis has gotten, let's say she's gotten 10 screens, she's really only converted 2 or 3 of them. She hasn't missed 10 yet, but she's missed 75% of the screens she's gotten. So if they can find a way to keep working it, 2 things will happen. She'll get so many of them, she'll start getting really good at it, or it'll be a great way for them.
Or she'll start stepping in and not letting it go and just giving up that ball that they get behind her, which I actually think she should do.
Start to block the balls, not let the ball go to the screen. That's ripping. Yeah, here we talked about it. They're just going to barrage of drives there.
That's the point Nusslock and Prousis want to play.
Oh, yeah, just shell shock you. Boom, boom, boom. Well, so far, I've seen Prousis not feeling comfortable trying to take that hard, flat serve from Nutting.
Oh.
All right.
Nusslock, 2-1.
Couple of loose balls here and there.
Well, clearly, the strategy here for Nutting and Williamson has to be to hit their overheads into Prousis' screen. Clearly, the strategy for Nusslock and Prousis has to be to keep the balls out of the screen and just pound away like we saw them do several points ago. It's whoever executes those strategies better is going to win the match.
Yep. All right, Chelsea Nusslock to serve. That go in?
It did. Somehow.
So love 15 if that was in. Oh, great spot. Really picking their spots on the returns really well. There's another blitz. It's going to win it right there.
30-15.
Oh, no. Went out, I guess. I thought he
So
put it in.
that first ball did go wide. The returner serve hit the top of the net and went wide. Okay.
Here we see the eye.
Wow, great volley.
That was some forehand volley Chelsea hit.
Yeah, it was a great shot. You know, very similar styles from the teams, actually. You know, Williamson and Nutting have basically hit a return and blitzed on 80% of their points. They're taking over the net. They do less of the barrage of drives than Nusslock and Prousis, but they're hitting and moving forward.
I've played against Williamson. That forehand comes in good and hard.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
Yeah.
That's a smart overhead. That soft, deep one there. Give her time to get back in. Change the paces. It's the longest point of the match by a margin. Great play.
Game Williamson Nutting 3-1.
Yeah, we had that score wrong there. It was the other way around. So that's game there. So it's 3 games to 1. Few misses. Not great execution yet from Nusslock and Prousis.
15 all.
15 all. Wow. but we talked about that a little earlier, Lauren. She doesn't stay with the backhand volley, and that ball is basically right at her. If her paddle's up and in front in the backhand volley, it's actually a routine volley.
But what many people, especially people with tennis backgrounds, like to do is they like to step to the left and try to hit a forehand volley. It takes too much time, but it's a natural reaction. It's hard to break.
All right, 15-40.
30-40.
30-40.
That time they had the sense to bail.
Oh. All right, break back. So we're trading some breaks here.
Game Prousis, Nusslock.
We just had the one hold.
I'll tell you what, Brad. After the last match we did, where each game was a war of attrition, this is like a different sport.
Yeah, blistering by.
Blistering by. Viking Athletics is the premier brand and the undisputed leader in platform tennis. Viking is platform tennis. The Viking Extra Duty Platform Ball has been the #1 selling ball in the industry for the last 20 years. It is the official ball of the APTA Nationals and President's Cup, and of the Grand Prix Tour.
Love 15.
All right, so there's a missed screen there from Prousis, love 15. They're definitely doing some serve and stay back here, not dealing with the returns from Williamson. That's maybe the first return I've seen Williamson miss. So, good play. She's probably going to stay back again, but nope, she's coming this time. Oh, nice dig, but can't control the pace.
15.
So 30-15. Great volley there from Nusslock.
Nusslock has very good hands up at the net.
Boy,
30
if
all.
you're going to serve and stay back, you just got to put it in the box. That people don't overthink it. I think that ball might have been going out.
Game Prousis, Nusslock, all tied
That
up.
was a
3-3.
gift.
Yep. I missed 2 or 3 returns there. So 3-all. People give you a gift, though. You don't send it back, Lauren. You take it.
No. Especially when you've struggled on your first service game and then you get a gift in your second, you take a deep breath and you're happy to move on.
And there you see Nusslock re-gifting there with missing the return. She's missed. She's not on yet because she's a devastating returner and hitter. And we've seen her miss 3 or 4 backhands, 3 or 4 forehands right now. And that's their game. So they're going to need to shore that up, and I think they will. Yeah, just keep pounding her in the screens, and if they can do that, they're going to be right there. It's going to be a battle. Oh, see, another. Wow, she's got to be feeling a little pressure right now, and have to loosen that up. Let the drive go, a little tight.
Game Williamson nutting.
Great play.
4-3.
And people who are just learning the screens don't like that down up overhead. They don't know whether to step in and take it early or to let it go back to the screen. And you see Prousis really struggling with that shot.
Oh, yeah, no, when they're hitting that ball and pounding it down into the screen, she's getting confused. She also needs to learn how to call for help, play it up the line in certain balls. She's getting confused as to where to go, but that's just going to be part of the process for her. I mean, clearly all the talent in the world. Oh, wow.
Get past.
That's so good. Nice run there from Williamson. Hey, you see Williamson, a lot more experience in those screens.
Much less movement. She knows where to be. She's not scrambling.
Oh,
Oh, she did a lot of good work there and then gave it away.
Yeah, way late on that drive. Great low drive, another one from Williamson.
$15.30.
What do you think? Is there other than hitting the ball into Prousis' screen, is there a specific tactic out here that's going on? It's really more whoever just hits a really good drive and then hits another really good drive.
Or hits a good drive and comes in behind it.
Right. Or whoever misses actually that drive, you know. That's all I've seen is just either hit or miss or, you know, other than playing it into Prousis' screen. That's the only tactic that I've actually seen used. Otherwise, it's just banging away. But it's so devastating, those good drives. That nobody's had an answer yet. All right, so deuce. That's a great first volley there.
Add in.
Oh, great play by Williamson off the crease. Whoa. She lost her balance there, I think, Williamson. It's hard to see.
I think she thought it was gonna be a two-screen shot, but then she, at the last minute, decided it wasn't gonna reach and tried to get it on one, and she was off balance.
All right, 4-all. Wow, great topspin lob there from Nusslock.
Love 15.
Okay, we're going to be back with the women's round of 16 match shortly after these messages right here on the APK network. Presented by Net Live.
Love 30.
That backhand of Prousis is tough. To me, it seems like I mean, she can hit off both sides, but it's the better wing.
Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like.
She's trying to block everything.
Yeah. She's doing
probably
much better
smart for
that
her.
way.
And there you see Nusslock trying to help out Prousis, who's getting pounded in the corner. But what they can do is move Prousis up and in, and they got to get their lobs just a little deeper. I mean, because you've had basically Williamson dunking every single ball. You can only do that if you're within 4 or 5 feet of the net.
Right.
Pounding him down so Prousis can move up and in and cut the ball off. Might help her cause. Great return.
Nusslock. They lead 5-4.
All right, so there's the final break, and there you see Nusslock's return taken into shape there, making all the returns that game.
Yeah, I mean, Nusslock isn't going to keep making all those errors.
She's too good of a hitter.
Yep.
And probably for good and for bad, she'll just keep hitting.
Right.
You know, she's not going to, she's going to keep plugging away. And for the most part, it's always been for good for her. Oh, what a great lob.
Whoop.
Wow, that backhand. That's a thunder shot. But there you go. You see Nutting, again, not committing to the backhand volley.
Right.
The only reason you want to get out of the way she does is because she's on the forehand side and she can't protect her body. Oh, wow. Hands. Nope.
Oh,
missed
missed
it
it.
wide. That was great hands there from Nusslock, standing in, and making a terrific
30-love.
reflex volley.
Mm. 40-love.
All right, so triple set point here for Prousis. And a quick turn of events. Everything
Totally.
turns so fast out here because
I really felt like Williamson and Nutting had a bit of an advantage because Prousis was having trouble in those screens, but
yeah, but they were also gaining a lot of points just on missed returns
Yeah.
from Nusslock
Yeah.
and things, and those have started to dry up a little. And there's the first point back, getting
40-15.
Prousis in the screens there. Ripped it, but long, and game and first set
Game, Prousis,
for
Nusslock, that's the
Nusslock
first
and
set,
Prousis.
6-4.
All right, we're going to be back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA network, presented by eNet Live.
Down there in our
Elizabeth,
Stephen,
I can't believe I caught you.
you came back. I knew you'd come back.
I have to ask you something.
Anything.
What is the Netflix password?
I love Stephen.
I love Steven. It's all lowercase, one word?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You gotta get it to get it.
See ya.
Watch movies, TV shows, and exclusive series instantly.
All right, welcome back to the 2019 APTA National Championships. We're in the women's round of 16 match between Nusslock and Prousis against Nutting and Williamson, and Nusslock and Prousis took the first set 6-4. It looked like they were in a little bit of trouble, but really, you know, it was just so hit or miss the game that whoever just kind of dialed it in a little bit better at the end took advantage. You know, clearly the weakness of the Nusslock-Prousis team is Prousis screens, if they can get her to play screens, but her backhand is ridiculously good, and their drives are so good.
30.
But at the end, once Nusslock and Prousis stopped missing returns and giving away some free points, they were able to take that first set. Now you see actually, you know, Williamson and Nutting staying back the whole time.
oh, good.
Great hands by Chelsea Nusslock. Great cutoff. Yeah, it was totally going out.
Yeah.
Good call there by
40,
Nusslock,
30.
but Prousis got to keep her hands down. That's still that forehand volley, backhand volley thing that we talk about, Lauren. Now, Nutting and Williamson were certainly capable of keeping the ball in play a bunch from the backcourt we've seen. But this has got to benefit, you know, Nusslock and Prousis, because if they can stay at the net more, that's better for them.
Nutting 1-0.
Yep.
But
Even
good
though they lost that
drive
game.
there. Nutting has she's got a good forehand too.
Yeah, big serve, big forehand.
Yeah. You know, the big issue I've seen from her is she's got to start
Volleys.
committing to the backhand volley. She gets caught with the ball, any ball at her body right now. She's trying to jump left or right instead of just staying in position. And basically, if she were in position with the paddle in the right position, she'd just block them back.
And not only is it take more time to jump to the left or the right, it's much harder to control the ball at your side than it is right in front of you.
Oh, what a great rip, though, but huge forehand.
Love 15. Love 30.
Oh,
Got
great
it.
shot
15, 30.
right at the crease.
I think the way Prousis' grip is, she really can only hit that down up overhead. It's
Yeah,
that
she's
Eastern
got a
grip.
kind of an Eastern forehand almost, and she hits sort of a flat down overhead. You know, like we said, all of it's going to be part of a process for her. More time she gets on the court, she'll learn how to use different grips, let the overheads drop to different points in the court to achieve different results into the screens. Oh, man. Nusslock's hands. I feel like Nusslock's hands will make a difference. Like
Yeah,
she,
they
of all
have.
the players on the court, is making the most of the reflex volleys in these hand-to-hand
Well, they would have lost
exchanges.
this game because Williamson and Nutting have returned well, and Chelsea's had to come up. She missed a few, but she's had to come up with some big volleys on every single return.
Oh, called it out.
Yeah. Ball's back.
Confirmed. All right, so deuce.
Deuce.
Yeah, to me, that's one of those sort of X factors. Let's say the drives look pretty darn even across the board. I mean, you know, Williamson and Nutting have some huge drives too. Oh, great.
That
But
is.
Nusslock's hands are pretty good.
Deuce.
That's a great shot. Smart play. Take it right at her when the ball comes in your body. You can turn on it, stuff it right at the net man. Forces Prousis to back up. She can't handle the pace. There's two in a row, just
That out.
right at her. And it's also smart too, because we talked a little bit about Nusslock's hands, and well, they're
Right.
you hit it, you hit it at Prousis. They're not.
have to worry
Nusslock's
about
hands
it.
aren't in play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great shot.
Dude.
Dunked. That's the perfect spot to hit sort of a dunk overhead, sort of to the middle, just to the side of that back screen there. So it blocks, it falls towards the side screen and dies down in there. All right, break point. Oh, she was going to Prousis again, though. You can see them.
Yeah.
They're trying to line her up. And there you see Prousis giving her a sign. They're playing Australia. She's telling them where to serve and where she might be going. She's actually backing up and getting out of there.
Add out.
They are tagging it at her. She might have to take off that red shirt, put on a different color.
She might have to go back to the baseline.
You know what? If you can't, if it's not working for you, I mean, right now they haven't lost this game yet. It's a battle back and forth. And they're still trying to battle with it. That I love.
Deuce.
But you're right. If something is consistently beating you, you've got to take it out of play.
Yeah, at least for a while.
Or make your opponents guess or have to change their tactics a little bit.
That out.
Not sure what happened there.
They're all
I
laughing.
think they're having a laugh, whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, they're not arguing, they're laughing.
Could hit her off the hip, maybe. I'm not really sure. And there you go, though. But that was the tactic that game. That was about 6 balls right at Prousis at the net. Give her hard, heavy drives. Well, this is kind of exactly how the first set started. Little break, 2-love lead here for Nutting Williamson. Chip and charge.
Chip and charge on a ball that landed a foot from the baseline. But it was a good idea. I mean, she didn't want to let it go to the screen. She was moving forward.
30-15.
Nice. Now let's see if they're going to go to work on Prousis there. Yep, she's going to go back there. Yep. Getting her off balance. You can see her struggling to get her feet underneath her.
Chelsea's itching to get in there.
Well, she can't. Yeah, and then they're going to slide it behind her. Well done.
40-15.
Lauren, would you put Prousis up and inside to the left and up more in
would.
front of the
That's-
baseline?
That's exactly what I would do.
40-30.
Couple of faults keeping Nusslock and Prousis in the hunt here. Wow.
Deuce.
All right. Deuce. So. That might be the hardest, one of the hardest serves I've seen on the women's side. I mean, she banged that one off the back screen there.
Yeah, I was thinking, you know, and with very little spin, she's been remarkably consistent with it until this game.
Well, strangely, they're not getting great rips off the deck with it because I don't think a lot of the women see that hard a serve.
Right.
They're having a struggling timing it. Now, there's pluses and minuses to anything, and her pluses, they're not really driving it off the deck much. Her minus has been the faults, and they're getting an occasional screen drive. And there you see the swing volley on the backhand.
Prousis, Nusslock, 2-1 in the second set.
Another big backhand there from Prousis. Her backhand's beautiful. That was a great shot. And Nutting and Williamson have got to feel like if they can just keep it together, they're right here. There's no reason they couldn't have won that first set either, even though they lost at 6-4.
Do you think Prousis comes in behind the serve?
Against Nutting, possibly.
Yep.
I don't think she will against Williamson. Well, Nutting has a pretty good return, too.
15-love.
Oh, great dipper there. Oh! So that's a bad one.
Yeah,
she got away with it. Lucky her. But great playing there from Nusslock, and then she hit a bad drop, which almost burned them. But they good hands there from Prousis.
Introduce the players. We're live from the Fox Chapel Racket Club, Pittsburgh, on the APT network, presented by ENET Live. And I'm Mark Fischel, along with caddy
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
did she almost get
She
that?
almost get that. I don't mean to be echoing you. I'm
Wow,
saying
that
it's
was like a full echo.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Good wheels. I actually like the play from Prousis staying back because she's getting Williamson to take the pace off it, which is giving Prousis a strike with her forehand there. She just missed that one.
Ooh.
Just out. They're looking up at the umpire who's looking down at the score pad, so no overrule there. Now, have you seen Nutting hit a backhand yet?
I have not.
So I know Williamson has a backhand that she'll hit.
Williamson
but-
has an excellent backhand.
Yeah, but I have not seen that from Nutting. She clearly has a good forehand. So the safe spot would be deep and just soft to her backhand. You know, unless you're just going to attack the screens. All right, so they're going to go 2 back now against Nusslock. Interesting. Oh, sneaky. I like that play. You
They
think
fooled
they're
you,
going
Brad.
2 back. Nice.
15, Love. Sorry, Love 15, sorry.
All right, what's great about this is watching,
Love 15.
you know, the back and forth. Yeah, that ball was out, so it's Love 15 here. Nice. There you go. That time Nusslock got beaten the hand-to-hand exchange, 15 all. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know why she would go that way with that one when she has the opportunity to go right back there at Prousis. Got away with it.
30, 15.
I wouldn't hit any balls over there.
30, 30.
I would
I'd be
keep.
surprised to see those keep going there myself. Any chance you get, make that ball go into the screen for Prousis. It's a big game here. Now, again, Prousis has the option. She could move up and in. That's big. Ooh. All right, she's hanging in there. This is great.
Yeah, doing much better.
All right, but it took him a lot longer to break her down there.
Yep.
good sign there.
Game point, 40-30.
As she hit it, yeah. Great play.
Game
All right.
Williamson Nutting. 3-2. Williamson
Yep,
Nutting
they're up
in the
3-2
third of
now.
second set.
But it's right back in the balance here.
Yeah. This is it's a well-matched match.
Well-matched match?
It's a well-matched match. Yes.
All right, so Nusslock trying to get us even at 3-all. And there you go, right back to the strategy on the first point, Lauren. They smash the return at Prousis again. She makes the volley that time. But that's going to continue on. Nusslock serve goes in there. It's pretty soft and easy.
Yeah.
And the soft, easy serve really isn't actually the problem for the server. It is when they take it and drill it at the net man from close. And that's been the issue on the Nusslock serving game, them finding Prousis with really hard, aggressive returns. This time she gets it back. Now the long point. Could go either way, but it's been favoring the net team once they get beyond the first couple of balls. Great hands again from Nusslock. Ooh.
Good backhand.
Huge. And there you go. Prousis also has that two-handed volley, so she can get a little handcuffed in there too.
And she also hits a lot of forehand volleys, and she has that grip.
Again, a little bit further over. It's not a continental. It's more like an Eastern forehand.
Up 30.
Oi. Yeah, I don't think Chelsea Nusslock expected that either.
That was not her finest play.
Great rip, but that's an overhead just right into the nutting wheelhouse we discussed before. How, backhand side, nothing really that we've even seen. But you lay that in there, bounce it right up to her forehand, and thump. Oh.
So one of the first tournaments I played was Chicago Charities with Jerry Vion years and years ago. And we got to the quarters or something, and whoever we were playing was killing me in the screens because I didn't know what I was doing. And I said to Jerry, I was so lucky to be playing with someone who was so smart. And I said to her, what do I do? She said, just step in, don't let it go to the screen.
Right.
And we won the match. And because it was the best I could do with what I had then.
Sure.
And that's what she has to do here.
Yeah, and they haven't come to that conclusion. There's probably 2 or 3 good things here that you see. Like Nusslock and Prousis, you would think with Nusslock's experience, she would be like the team captain and saying, hey, move here or do this. But I don't think they're working it that way. I think they're playing like their college friends and their high school tennis friends. And Chelsea's not
so understated and
take charge kind of girl.
She's not going to say, this is what you should do.
Right.
That's not her personality.
So we're not likely to see that change because of that. She's not going to take charge. She could take charge and say, hey, listen, this is where you got to go. Stand up in there, play it.
Uline is the leading distributor of shipping, industrial, and packaging materials to businesses throughout North America. They ship over 2.5 million boxes every day, but they are so much more than a box company. More than 32,000 quality products are always in stock and ready to ship. Outstanding customer service means they're here when you need them, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Uline, the best selection, products and people for an unforgettable customer experience.
So it's Love 15 now. Overhead wide. You see that forehand volley again there from Prousis, but a good one low and into the body of Nutting. Couldn't get out of the way and control it.
Whoop. That went
wow. Great shot.
15-30.
A little fist pump there from Nutting. 15-30. Wow, that's a heck of a first volley.
All
right.
Frustrating when you're just trying to push the ball back deep there and you miss it.
That was the right shot.
Yeah, yeah, and she's excellent at that shot.
Yeah, she hasn't. It's the first one I think I've seen her miss. Oh, nice defensive lob volley there. Well done. Great play from Williamson. And that's a 5-2 lead now. So they're going to switch balls. All right, see if...
6-2 in the second set, all tied up.
Oh, 6-2, sorry. They switched at 5-2. That was 6-2 lead there. So that's the second set. And we're one set apiece, and it's just moving fast. So we're going to stay here with the action. We're not taking a break. So
How
what do you
long
think?
was this match been on for? An hour. 2 sets in an hour.
Yeah, 2 sets an hour. The play is fast, like
Yeah,
we talked
feels
about.
quicker.
And the screenplay isn't what we say error-free. You know, there's chances to move their opponents around and get them out of position. A lot of big drives, a lot of hits and blitzes. And a great turnaround there from Williamson and Nutting. If anything, I'd have to say over the course of the match, they had the upper hand. In many parts of the first set, I think they had the upper hand too. They just sort of lost their way in a little spot.
Yeah, they had a few bad games, and that was it. The set was over. It didn't feel like it should have been over yet to me, but they turned it around and they stayed in control of the second set.
Well, I like how Nusslock and Prousis are talking there, and maybe they're going to come to a certain strategy or a certain thought about how they want to deal with this going forward, and hopefully they will. But I think right now they're gonna need to. I mean, I certainly can't call this one way or the other because it's any slight little variation in somebody missing their returns or making them could shift this match one direction or another. But they got to play to their strengths and take away the areas where they're losing the points.
30 seconds.
Feels to me that it's going to come down to the play of the less experienced players, Prousis and Nutting. They're the ones who can more easily be exposed, and whichever one of them plays better, I think their team will win the match.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Lauren. I think you're 100% right.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so fault, Love 15. See, the problem is she's so far back in the court, she's having to jab at the ball all the time. She makes a good shot there, but, oh, great Nick.
Wow, good get.
Awesome get by Nutting.
Backhand.
Yeah, that's the first one I think I've seen. Ooh. Not sure if that was going in or not. It's hard
No.
to tell. You thought it was out?
No, it was out.
Yeah, looked out to me. And that's part of what being quiet at the net helps you do too. You know, when you keep your hands down in a certain position, you learn how to only volley in what we call like a picture frame size volley window. And you don't jump up for those higher balls with pace. Great volley from Nutting there. Well, that ball's going right at the crease. She's going to have to start reading that one too. I think that ball just should be blocked. Forget blocking as a strategy.
Right,
That ball shouldn't go
for
to the
anybody.
screen.
Yeah.
Great get there. There you can see them completely trying to freeze out Nusslock.
Well done by Prousis there. She played the screens well and then took her opportunity.
She had a good lob, pushed him back. Nice, gets Williamson turned around. All right. Could be a good start here for Nusslock Prousis to get the break. She went down the line and then Nutting with a kind of a stab backhand volley there. Yeah, that's certainly been a tactic here first. Now, if you were Nusslock and Prousis, I mean, I don't think Nusslock held that second set. And they were definitely taking the return right at Prousis. So they're gonna. It looks like they're gonna have Prousis start this set. That's what I think I would do.
Makes sense.
Because Nusslock at the net, it's not always about the server. It's really more about the person at the net oftentimes when it's about holding serve. And Nusslock is less able to be exposed at the net. I understand. I've been there. Screaming in frustration is Prousis.
Presumably, she plays the screens better on the backhand side. So
Wow. Huge rip.
Screamer of a return.
And she's got some real wheels, though, Prousis. She runs them down. She's tracked down some balls that a lot of people don't even try for. Gotta chase, gotta chase. And actually, you know, Nusslock was right there too, but a little confusion and misread there. Great hard drive there by Nutting. She's got another huge forehand, so love 40. So it's all forehand volleys off Nutting too. Only forehand volleys. See, running around the ball just to try to hit the forehand, but gets away with it there.
Maybe Nusslock should have served.
That's right.
Williamson Nutting tied up 1-1.
That was a quick game.
Well, the break is the story there. So here's our weather, 39 degrees. Feels like 36, cloudy. And Winter Storm Taylor, another winter snowmaker, may be on the way, apparently. Yeah, I would like to be able to name a storm at some point in time. Never really had that option. Got to name one after our producer, Kelly. He's kind of like a storm in waiting. I've seen him get angry once or twice. It was a little frightening.
Love 30.
All right, points are moving fast.
I keep reminding myself it's the third set already.
Yeah, it's amazing how quick these points are going.
Love 40.
Well, it's not the kind of thing where the backcourt team, if they're in there, they're not setting up the point from the backcourt. It's either you're winning that thing or you're barely surviving in the backcourt.
Yes. Well put.
Yep, and there's another dunk. Great shot. Ooh. All right. Break, break, break.
Prousis, Nusslock, they lead 2-1 in the third.
Well, if I were Nusslock and Prousis, I would have Nusslock serve now, only because it's in the rules, you know, that she has to. So
Yeah.
that's how I would do it.
Good idea.
Right. Although, to be honest, if she served out of order, there is no penalty for serving out of order in a game. So if Prousis goes up there and serves again, And it's
And
not
nobody
caught by
points
either
it
the
out.
umpire. The points that are played, nobody points it out. Points that are played are stand. There is no actual penalty for it, so it's a funny part in the rules. You could try it if you wanted to.
15 love.
Good overhead. It's true. Kelly giving us a little side joke. He said, that's when I play, I never served. I just let the other guy do it every time. Well, I would if I could. They call me out every now and then. All right. It's a good return there from Nutting. Serve was long. 30 all.
30-30.
Ooh.
40-30.
It's a bit of a layup. I mean, she's got it right in her wheel. She just missed it.
That was a real layup.
Yeah. Happens.
Yeah.
Deuce.
All right, back to deuce. Couple of faults here from Nusslock.
If you're Nutting, you're so happy now you get another chance.
Right. Oh, that was a bad replay there. She's laughing about it, which is good because sometimes it's all you can do. There's no sense getting too wound up about it. Stay loose. Got to have the confidence to know you're going to make the next one. Put it out of your mind. Hard one into Nutting. Ooh. A two-handed backhand. Oh! Great exchange up there. That was awesome.
Good job by Williamson getting off the court.
Great hands again from Nusslock. Good read. Smart lob there from Nutting.
It's the best point of the match.
Yeah, they're battling here. This is great. Cutter. Oh!
Oh!
She's going to get it.
Oh
and
my
put it
gosh.
away. All right. Way to go, Nutting. That was
The
a
fake out on the
great
cutter.
play by Lucy Nutting. Running that down. And Nusslock just getting the drop to be too high. Didn't die. And then they put it away there. That's a great shot to get it back to deuce. Huge.
Wow, that was a big point.
Yeah, that was huge for Nusslock and Prousis to finally get a hold. We had 3 breaks here. I feel like the team that's going to hold maybe once, that might be enough to take this set. Just one hold.
Well, Nutting made that return after 2 missed ones, so that's an improvement.
Yeah, she didn't go for the big one.
Nope.
Which is smart. You miss a couple of returns of the game, you got to dial it back. You can't keep missing. Oh, really good lob. Good shot. Getting close to the crease. I think it's a good habit to look to call out help anytime it's getting near there.
There's the backhand.
Yeah, I mean, she tried to find it, but she's so... See, the backhand needs to be in front of your body. You know,
No,
in
I mean,
front
it
of your
was, they
belly
hit
button.
Prousis a backhand, and Nutting was not prepared.
Yeah, again, with the backhand volley.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
Nutting's
no, I know.
backhand volley,
That's
but
what-
yeah, Prousis' backhand is a deadly shot.
But you know, I feel like Williamson and Nutting, when they got the net there, they didn't take it. First of all, they were on their wrong sides, Nusslock and Prousis, so neither of them were where they wanted to be. And they hit a few in the screens, and then they hit Chelsea a couple drives.
All right, so they're going to go with Australian here on this one. They're still banging it there at Prousis, but good job deflecting that one. Wow, they're battling this point. This is great. Huge, beautiful shot.
There was a good example of setting up a point.
Yeah, she kept lobbing until she gets the ball she wants. They gave her the forehand there, and she ripped it. All right, add out now. Get it to 2-all. She's going to rip that.
Good volley.
Yeah, Nusslock does have those soft hands. Ooh.
Deuce.
I mean, she could have done that, but I always like it when you play your best shot on a big point like break point. The chip low finesse ball, that's not the best ball that in Williamson's arsenal. She could have made it, but it's not her bread and butter ball. I'd like her to play that shot on the big point. Another big drive and a great blitz. And there's the break. Good job.
Game Williamson Nutting tied up 2-2 in the third set.
God, that's big. Oh, oh!
I thought she had it. Well played.
That was a great play there from Nusslock and Prousis. Banging the big backhand before, gets the short ball. And she almost had it, Williamson, but she was backing up off the net and couldn't quite change direction in time. Dipper. All right, they're going to go 2 back here. Or she might do the serve and volley. That's what she did last time. Nope, this time they're staying both back.
Right. Love 40.
Oh. Oh, Oh, good track down by Williamson. That's awesome. Ah! She goes for the short chip again.
All right, 3-2.
Yep.
Staying close.
Well, we're staying close. It's just about who's going to hold. You know, who can get a hold.
Zborian and Andreikova are up.
No, Brzova
Oh, Brzova and Shea are up 4-1 in their match.
against Curtis and Stoklasova.
No,
No,
previous match.
previous match, sorry.
15 love.
All right, so they're playing Brown Cobbs and Tarzian. So Brzova and Shea up 4-1 against Brown Cobbs and Tarzian.
Amy Shea and Sue Tarzian just won the 45s nationals together.
And now they're against
Now
each
they're
other.
against each other.
All.
Nice get by Nusslock. Ooh.
So the winner of this match will play against the 2 seeds of Berendt and Anika in the next round. And we'll continue our coverage right after this. Yep, going rounds in the women's round of 16 after this. Ooh, seemed like it might have been out.
It was close.
Oh, whoa, that backhand is
Good get.
big.
Oh, she didn't have her feet under Nutting.
40, 30.
A chance for a hold here, Brad.
This is it. I mean, to me, that's
Yeah,
the team
yeah.
that holds first is going to have a huge advantage in this game because the other team's going to have to fight uphill the whole way. Not yet, though. Big drive there from Williamson. Ah, long serve. And quickly, 10 seconds later, to the break point.
It felt like an
Wow.
aberration.
Boom. And there we go, 3-all.
Tied 3-3.
Yeah, the first team to hold, it's going to be a big deal.
By the way, no one has to hold. We could go to a tiebreaker, and no one will have had to hold.
That's true. She's moving around that ball again just to get that forehand volley. Smart drop. Wow, well done by Nusslock.
That is not Nutting's overhead.
Nope, she should be up
Goodness
and near
gracious.
the double sideline. And it should be Williamson's overhead. It's classic basic paddle positioning there.
Right. The angle is so much better for Williamson to hit that.
And it keeps the team in
Yeah.
position
Yes,
so
of
much
course.
better as well. Everything lines up better out there. Great backhand rip again from Prousis. That shot is devastating. Wow, big. Oh, that might have been going out.
Fifteen, 30.
All right, just an overhead error there. Ooh.
30, 30.
Oh.
Okay, another hold. Point to
Surprising
hold.
misses there from Nusslock. 2 forehand misses. Both players backing off the net.
Okay, now if I'm Nutting and Williamson, I don't hit a single ball now that doesn't go into a screen, but that's passed. Good lob.
That was a great lob. Just back, and there's our first hold.
Wow.
So, to me, that gives Nutting and Williamson a huge edge. But obviously, it's on Nusslock and Prousis now, and the set is far from over. Anything can happen.
That was huge, that hold. Come from behind.
All right, here we go.
They're smart to talk about their positioning here. They don't want this to be a wham, bam, bam game.
It's hard to stop it, though, because the serve, you know, the return is so much more
Well, you can stay
devastating.
back.
Well, that's the difference, right? Nice couple of volleys that time from Prousis.
And now they're good. I mean, once they withstand that first volley, they're fine.
Yep.
Ooh, jeez.
Nusslock tried to call it out, but Prousis was already committed.
No.
Long. Great job. It's like you said, though, Lauren, if they get the first volley just back
15
and to the
love.
service line, they're winning 75 to 80% of the points. But it's been problematic getting the ball back past the service line. Oh, that's so well spotted there from Nutting. Nutting keeps wanting to move to the left there instead of staying in her
Yeah,
position.
she's got to break that habit.
Oh, big overhead roller makes Nutting chase up the side wire, and she can't come up with it.
30 love.
Look at this, 30 love. It's close.
Yep. Oh, good job there from Nutting, staying with it. That's going to get ripped. Oh, big. Oh! How about that? Perfectly set up, though. Just
Yeah.
didn't quite come up with it at the end.
3 hold points.
which means, of course, that she has 3 hold points.
Well, Prousis has volleyed much better this game. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a big story in the game is her ability to handle that first volley and handle the screens. In that game, she did a great job. The backhand, the ground strokes, clearly awesome. Footwork's really good, too. It's not really efficient for paddle yet because there's some confusion as to where she has to be for the screens. You know, reading where the opponent's hitting it from, where the ball's landing, the pace.
She still goes towards the screens too much. That's just inexperience.
Nice. You know, what's interesting about this is, so the next matchup, whatever team wins this is going to play, as we talked about, you know, Barrington and Nika, the second seeds, and that's kind of another team that did not meet a ball that they don't want to drive, you know.
But
Barrett,
over the years, Roxy Nika has really embraced the drive more, and the lob more.
Right.
So she'll lob a lot more. Barrett, not so much.
Yeah, Barrett takes it both wings, forehand or backhand, crushes it. They had a lot of hard overheads. No, it's just interesting. We're going to go. I mean, clearly they're the second seeds for a reason.
Yes.
You know, they can do more than just drive. They can keep the ball in play. They're extremely athletic.
Right.
You know, out there, one of the most athletic teams, but they also favor the big game. You know, so we're going to go from a big game to another big game here. Strangely enough, if anything, it probably favors whoever goes out there because they're not going to pick them apart with, you know, just consistency, but you just got to withstand the barrage.
They'll find their weakness at the net, though.
Yep. That is true. You have to have the ability to volley all those incredible shots coming at you. Move those feet. Too good. Great shots. All right, 2 points back. Fault.
Yeah, the score was wrong, I thought.
Yep.
Deuce.
It's deuce. God, that backhand's big. Oh, goodness gracious.
Williamson, Nutting are thanking their lucky stars that they got out of that point. Wow. No.
What a smart shot there from Nusslock. One of the few people I've seen use that shot some more. And to great advantage, you know, you hit a slow, high overhead, and it gives you plenty of time to get in position. It's not actually an easy ball to drive. All right, so deuce, and now a break point here for Prousis. See if she comes up with the huge backhand return. She sets up a little more favoring that side. She'll hit it both sides, but she's going to look to crush this backhand. Oh,
she didn't crush it.
She didn't crush it, but the presence of Nusslock at the net causes Williamson to go for a big volley and miss it. So they're going to be serving for the match coming back here.
This will be a very interesting game.
Well, they're going to battle it back. I assume we're going to do half and half. Chelsea Nusslock has served and volleyed more than any other player on the court.
But it's Prousis' serve.
Yep.
Which I think is better for them. I think Nusslock is very steady presence at the net. Well, that's not gonna
can
help.
she?
Almost.
Too good. Wow, what a shot. All right, so right after this match, following it, will be another women's match, round of 16 battle. And this will be, from what I've seen so far of the tournament, both these teams are unseeded. And they'll be into the round of 16. This will be the only unseeded team, I believe, into the round of 16 from what I've seen so far on the draw. Confirm that for you. All right, so good start here for Nutting and Williamson. Needing a break here to stay in the match. They got 3 of them. Love it. Big battle, great shot. Nusslock going with a hard overhead. See if Nutting can chase it down. All right, that's a 1 point back. Oh!
That's a rip.
That's right at the body. Nothing Nusslock could do. Can't react in time. And just crushing that return to serve. Awesome shot there from Nutting.
And very fittingly, it's 5-all in the third.
Why not?
Should be.
Get it right down to the wire. They've been so evenly matched.
Even.
And the way they're playing and how they're playing, strategically too, in a strange way. Both teams have some huge shots and some massive strengths and also some weaknesses too that are out there. 15 love.
15 love.
It's the big slap forehand volley there. A lot of pace. Got to keep the paddle still. Take the pace off the volley if you can. Try to hit it harder. All right, tough toss there. Should have caught that one. It's actually 15-30.
all.
30 all.
Good job working Prousis over in the screens. Oh, great ball right into the crease. And Nusslock think it's going to be a side back, and it's just too good.
No. Too much movement on that volley. Too much hands, too much going forward.
Oh!
Chelsea knew she got away with one there.
She kind of did. But that's the thing we talk about. The lack of quietness at the net causes a lot of quick exchange movements in the hands and gives you some loose errors. Gonna stand in there and try to block them all.
Yep.
And they're gonna keep coming at her. Oh, just missed it. That's a great low ball. Kept it out of an easy strike zone for Prousis. Good volleying there.
Ooh, good.
Oh, great hold.
Wow.
That
a
puts
lot
the
of credit
pressure.
To them.
A lot of credit. You're absolutely right. A lot of pressure now. That's a great hold there. And they really did a good job keeping a couple of those first volleys low there in those last couple of points.
And Nutting, yeah, and Nutting did herself a favor. I mean, she hit a few good serves at the end there that Prousis and Nusslock couldn't attack. She had a better look at the volleys, and she did a great job staying in the point until they got a way to attack. I mean, it was really well done under pressure.
There we go. We've seen that. There's another huge drive right at the net man. We've seen that time and time again. Certainly one of the telling things of the match. Big ball there from Nutting. Love 15. And there they go again. There they go again. That's awesome. Love 30.
Love 30. Love 40.
All right, so triple match point here for Nutting and Williamson. Oh, one back. Never say never.
No.
Nutting is going to step up and rip this one, I would think. They're going to live and die by the big drive. And there it is. What a get by Prousis. Nice. Surprised they're working Nusslock over there. There they go. Back
there it
over
is.
there. Prousis. Ooh. Middle. She's moving the wrong way there. She dices it up. Out. Game, set, and match for Nutting and Williamson. And they move on to the round of 16 against Anika and Barrett, our number 2 seeds. So any final thoughts on our match here, Lauren?
No, it was a battle of who could hold serve, and all credit to Nutting and Williamson for holding serve at the end there.
Yeah, it was a great job by them. I mean, huge drives out there. And we're going to be back right after these messages with a round of 16 women's match on the APTA network presented by eNet Live.